Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Sarah. Sarah is from Doncaster in England, in the UK. So let's see what Sarah has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Sarah. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Thanks so much for
Nice to
taking the
meet
time.
you.
Thanks so much for taking the time this Sunday for the interview. Thank you.
That's all right. Thank you for asking me.
It's a beautiful day today, isn't it? I can see by your back.
It's too warm. I'm complaining it's too warm.
How is your weekend going so far?
All right, not too bad. Just relaxed. I'm doing loads of TikTok lives. I'm trying to get back up there. So,
And during the weekend, do you have like a usual routine or something that you do every weekend, or you just go with the flow?
well, I go to the gym 5 days a week, so I just chill on a weekend. It's just nice to relax, do some housework, gardening, whatever.
Tell me, tell me where you're from, Sarah.
Doncaster, South Yorkshire, England.
Oh, I had a few guests on the show actually from Doncaster. Wow. And Doncaster is the place where you're born and raised?
Yes, yeah.
Amazing. So tell me, what's the best part of living in Doncaster, in your opinion?
My family and friends are here. I did live in Harrogate for 11 years,
Right.
but then something happened, and then so I moved back to Doncaster. But yeah, my mum and me family, definitely family and friends.
Oh, amazing. Okay, Sarah, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your life and also about your point of views, okay?
Yep, no problem.
So before we start our journey within the Magic Box, I would like to start the interview talking about your tattoos. I can see some beautiful tattoos around your neck, your arms, and your body as well. So tell me a little bit about when was the very first time that you had a tattoo? Which one is the very first one and the latest one?
So I think I was about 16, but it's been covered up. It was Tweety Pie holding a shotgun.
Okay.
That is covered up now. Yeah, right. Yeah. The latest one is so I've got this writing. It says, "Good morning. Hope you are gone for a walk. I have my phone." That's before my dad passed away. I gave him end-of-life care for pancreatic cancer.
Wow.
And he used to go on walk, and he used to leave little notes. So this one is my dad's exact writing.
Oh wow, so, that's amazing.
Yeah. So,
is this one the most meaningful one you have?
Yeah. Well, this is, so there's two meaningful ones. There's this one, and then there's this one. I got that done for my sister, who died of cancer, and because she had this butterfly land on her shoulder.
Okay.
So I got the identical butterfly done on my chest, and she saw it the day before she passed away.
Oh my God, that's amazing! Wow, those tattoos, I think, they're always gonna have a personal meaning, and I'm sure when you see them, it reminds you of them and bring great memories.
There's every one of my tattoos means something, and the amount of times I get stopped and people looking at me, it's like, wow. Even the elderly, they look at, because you're a piece of art.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wow.
Sarah, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Yes.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I've got him a best. Full of random questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay?
Yep.
Let's do it. Right, so before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, some reason you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Yep.
Right, first question for you is, what do you like the most about your best friends?
She's supported me through the loss of my dad. She supported me through, because I was giving my dad end-of-life care at his house in Leeds. She'd come round and she would tidy my house. She'd make sure my son was okay, my dogs were walked.
Wow.
Yeah, she's remarkable. She really is remarkable. She doesn't know it, but she is.
Wow. And how did your path crossed?
I moved back to Doncaster 6 years ago, and she's my next door but one neighbour.
Oh,
And we
wow.
just started, I undid a parcel, so she had a parcel delivered to my house, and I thought it was mine, so I undid it, and it was a key ring. I can't put into words what it said on the key ring.
Of course.
So, because I'm so sorry, this is your key ring. And that's it. Ever since then, day one, we've hit it off, and yeah.
Wow. Let's say that she's watching this interview right now and you have a moment, an opportunity to send her a message. What would you say?
Happy birthday, because it's a birthday today.
Oh my God, amazing.
I'm old enough to be a mother, literally old enough to be a mother, but she's the best.
Oh, beautiful. Next question, let's do it. Okay, Sarah from Doncaster. Right, next question is, if you could have a superpower, what that would be and why?
Make the world a better place. Like,
Wow.
make everyone love animals. Every single person love animals.
That's a good one, actually. That's a good one. Do you have pets?
I do. I've got 2 dogs and a kitten. Well, cat, she's 1 now.
What's their names?
So I've got Lula, she's my dog. Smudge, he's my dog, and then Missy, she's my cat.
Wow. How old are they?
Smudge is 11, Lula's 10, and Missy's 1.
Oh, sweet.
If I could rescue all the animals and have them here, I would.
Wow. If I'll come to Doncaster for the very first time, let's see, I'm coming for Doncaster. What's something that I should visit, I should see, that I can't miss it, in your opinion?
That's a good one, that is a good one. Doncaster Wildlife Park.
Tell me about it.
It's a zoo. I know some people don't like zoos, but they are, most of them are rescued animals. So I think animals should be in the wild, but on the other hand, they get killed in the wild. They get hunted in the wild. So, it's a safe place for them. I know it's not the best, but it's safe. At least they're going to live.
Absolutely. I think they wouldn't survive. They'll be in the wild because they got used to the way they live, sadly.
Yeah. And they're not hunted. So many animals are hunted and killed, and it's not right.
Cool. Next question. Let's do it. Before the next question, Sarah, tell me, what do you do for work, for a living?
I'm a qualified chef.
Oh my God. So tell me a little bit about your career.
I went to college when I was younger, did my level MVQ 1 and 2 in hotel and catering. So yeah, I just progressed from there.
Wow. And right
Only
now,
part-time, because I do have lots of health problems, health issues.
I see. So is your part-time job, do you cook like in different venues or hotel? How does work your schedule?
No, well, I don't currently work at the minute. I did work in the local pub, but I've got osteoarthritis in my hips, and it got to the point where I physically couldn't walk. I had to be drove home.
Wow.
Yeah, so it got to I've got too many illnesses. I've got fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, heart failure.
Oh, wow.
Mental health issues. So it's got to the point where I want to work, but I physically can't work. I tried my best. I went from full-time to part-time, and then part-time to nothing, because the pain was just too much. It was too much. But I want to get back out there. I want to get healthier and fit and get rid of all my illnesses, but it's a struggle. It's like
And what do you like to cook the most?
Trying to think now. I do like Chinese. I do like to cook Chinese. Teriyaki with mixed pan-fried veg and noodles, soft noodles. Oh.
That's amazing. There is something that you can't eat or you don't like to eat at all?
I can't think. There was something the other day. Prawns.
You don't like prawns?
But I like prawn toast and I like scampi.
Uh-huh.
But I don't like prawns. Work that one out. I love scampi. I love prawn toast. But the thought, I can't deal with prawns.
Interesting.
Strange.
Right. Next question for you is, what do you think people need to know about each other before they get married?
Whether they're loyal.
Mm-hmm.
Loyal is a massive thing. So if I was getting married, I'd want to know that there was loyal, loved animals, and got on with my son.
So you have a son?
Yeah, he's 22.
Wow.
I know I don't look old enough to have a 22-year-old.
Absolutely, I can tell. So tell me, what's the biggest joy of being a mother?
Just having my son. Literally knowing I'm a mum. Wow. And that I raised that boy. I brought that boy into my world.
Oh, very sweet. Very sweet.
Thank you.
Next question. Let's do it. Next question is, what does happiness mean to you?
It means that I like to, when I go live on TikTok, I like to make people happy. I like to make people laugh. There's too much depression in this world. So I like to get people out of depression. So that makes me happy. Feeding the homeless makes me happy. Feeding the homeless dogs makes me happy. Making people happy makes me happy.
Do you think happiness is a choice?
That's a hard one. Yeah, I do, because when I lost my dad, it depends though. If you're depressed, there's not a lot you can do. It's hard to get out of that circle, that dark hole. It's hard to get out of that dark hole and be happy. But there's a lot of people that paint happy on. They paint a happy face on just to make other people happy and not worry about them. Wow. So, yeah.
As you mentioned about your dad a few times now, tell me, when you think about him, what's the best memory that comes to your mind?
The best memory is knowing I gave him end-of-life care at home. Knowing I was with him when he took his final breath.
Wow.
Knowing I did everything, me and my siblings did everything in our power to give my dad a great end-of-life care, and know that he's gone to heaven. Yeah, definitely.
Do you have a big family, Sarah?
I've got a younger brother, a younger sister. I did have an older sister, but unfortunately she passed. Mm-hmm. And I've got my mum and my brother-in-law and my nephew and my son.
Wow, nice family, big one.
Yeah, it's all right. It's small, but it's quaint.
Absolutely, yeah. Next one, let's do it. Before the next question, as you mentioned about your TikTok videos, and you said that, you know, you'd like to bring happiness to people, to give, you know, some great energy. When was the idea for you to start your TikTok videos? When the idea came along?
So I know exactly the time. My brother was on TikTok first, and then when I was giving my dad end-of-life care, my brother and my siblings were. He says, "Oh, have you seen this on TikTok?" I says, "What's TikTok?" And that's when I got started on TikTok. Yeah, my brother got me on TikTok first, and I've been addicted since. But I know I'm putting positivity across there. I make myself look like a fool to make people laugh. That's me.
So when you saw your brother create some TikTok videos, that's when the idea came along?
Yeah. So as soon as he said, "This is TikTok," I'm like, all right, I download it. I didn't think much of it first, but then I started to upload videos and get likes. I'm like, okay, I like this. I'm making people smile. I'm making them happy. That'll do me. I'm selfless when it comes to stuff like that.
Wow. And how often do you go live? Do you put like some videos very often? How does it work for you?
So depending on how my mental health is, I used to go on 3 hours a day because I'm with an agency, Innovation, and I used to go on 3 hours a day. But now my mental health's not been very good, so I'm trying to get back on. So I am going on every day, but just not 3 hours. But
Wow,
I post a
3 hours.
lot. I do post a lot.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I do post a lot. I do post way too much, probably. Way too much, but...
I was checking some of your videos, and I felt very fascinated to see how happy you feel like when you are doing it. It's visible.
Yeah. It's just, the trolls that do troll comments and they think that they're getting you down, but they're not. I feel sorry for them. I really do.
Of course. Right. Next question for you is, do you have any nicknames?
Queen Stanners.
Where it comes from?
Stanners came from school. People used to call me Stanners at school, and it's just gone from there. And then I thought, TikTok, I'm going to change my name to Queen Stanners, so it's Queen Stanners now.
Did you like school growing up?
No, I hated it. I wish I'd have, now I look back, I wish that I'd have done everything properly and got a good education so I could be a paramedic. I always wanted to be a paramedic, but I was like the stupid person in the school where I'd been making people laugh and getting like told off every single day. And I wish I'd turned the clock back and done it properly, because I miss them. I miss it.
Who was your favorite teacher?
Do you know what? It's been that long, I ain't got a clue. I can't even remember my teacher's name.
That's funny.
I am 47.
Wow. 3 questions left. Let's do it.
Yep.
Okay, Sarah, next question is, what's your spirit animal?
Definitely a dog.
You always been connected with dogs?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That's sweet. Very sweet. And growing up, did you have some dogs as well growing up?
My dad had 2 Alsatians. He rescued them. He didn't rescue them. They were ex-police service dogs. And then my mum had one when I was younger. But no, these are the first 2 that... No, I did have one when I lived in Doncaster, but I had to give her to my Auntie Marie because I couldn't look after her. And then it's been cats. So I've literally grown up with cats all my life. And then I got 2 dogs. I got Smudge first and then Lula a year after. I've never looked back. They're just, they're amazing. They're amazing.
2 questions left. Let's do it. Before the next question, as I could see your eyes shining when you talk about your son, tell me so far, what's the most beautiful lesson or meaningful lesson you've learned from him?
Be kind, be honest, and just like, he's very supportive, very, very supportive. So, and support people.
What's the biggest difference between both of you and the biggest similarity?
He loves his PC. I love cleaning.
Right.
And the similarity is we kind of like the same movies. But he spends a lot of time in his bedroom on the PC. And that's not my cup of tea. He's always been like Xbox, PlayStation, and now it's PC, and I never see him. Never see him. But I know he's always there for me.
Amazing. Next question is, tell us something that you have done that you feel very proud of yourself.
Well, I'm trying to think now. So there's a lady on TikTok, and she was bound to a house. She's called Kaylee. She wouldn't go out of her house. She had anxieties about going out of the house. So I talked her through, right, start, one day, go out of your front door, go to your gate, come back. And then the next day, go to the next house, come back. And now she can walk to the end of the street and further through me supporting her. So now she can walk out. Because in her head, people died because she went out, and it's not. It's unfortunately that these people passed, and it's not her fault. So now she realizes I can do this, and now she goes out, and I'm so proud of her.
So proud of her. Sarah, I love that. That's a beautiful story. Wow.
And getting people out of depression. if I could save everyone from ending the life, I would. Because there's too many, especially men, there's too many cases of men suffering mental health really bad and ending it. And there's not enough help for men. Because, you know, people think, man's, you know, strong. No. Everyone needs help the same. Absolutely. And if I could do that, I would. But I can't, obviously. I'm not a superwoman. I wish I was superwoman.
You know what, Sarah, you said something very, very important. I think, you know, mental health in men, it's a big thing right now. People, they are talking more often. I'm so glad you shared that, because, you know, men, they have this tendency that, you know, I'm strong. I cannot, you know what I mean? You don't share feelings, and you don't share, you know, what's going on in your mind. And sometimes this can be a really bad thing, because you can keep it, you know, and one point you just lose it. And I think nowadays with social media, people like you sharing and talking about, it's a good help already, because, you know, and actually a big sign of being strong, and when you ask for help, asking for help is a big sign of when you are strong, very strong, because
it is,
absolutely, because, you know, talk about it, you know, share. It doesn't need to be talk with a stranger. If you don't feel comfortable talking to someone in your family, just talk to anyone, you know. You can talk about it. And I think that's and you're gonna be in a better place. I know it's not easy, but if you give the first step, one point, it's gonna be more easier for you to talk about your feelings. Absolutely.
There's a lot of men recently that have ended the life Doncaster alone, and it's like sad. a young lad the other week, and it's like, I wish I could have saved him. Do you know what I mean? I wish I could like go to that bridge or go to that river and just be wet there with them and talk to them and stuff. And it's like people on motorways, if they're driving and there's someone up there on the bridge, then you phone it in, because you don't know. There's a lot of people jumping off bridges onto motorways.
Wow.
And people, if you see something, don't ignore it. Phone the police, and you know, you could have saved that person's life.
But trust me, just for you to be able to talk and so open, trust me, you can help people, because people, you never know where this interview can go, and, you know, people can watch it and they can appreciate as well. So trust me, you're helping talking about, for sure.
Definitely. And if anyone needs to talk to me, they can just inbox me. Literally inbox me.
Absolutely. Ready for the last question?
Yep.
Let's do it. Last one. You're a good dancer, I can see. Before the last question, Sarah, when you think about yourself, when you analyze yourself, what's the biggest joy of being Sarah? What do you like the most about being you?
I'm selfless, and I love to make people happy and smile. Literally, if I could make everyone happy, I would. Genuinely, I would. It's all about making people happy, making people smile if someone's down. Like, I went into the vets the other month, and I didn't go with my dogs. I went in to get some dog food, and there was this woman, and she was really, really down, and she literally, I was having a laugh with the staff. I was stroking her dog, and I was just being me, just banter all over. And she says, "Thank you so much." I says, "What for?" And she went, "Making me smile." And literally, I could have cried. I don't know what she was there with a dog for. It might have been the end, it might not have been the end. But she says, "I haven't smiled for a long time, but thank you so much for doing that." And I'm like, I didn't even know this woman from Adam. Literally, I was just being myself, acting stupid, and she loved it. And it's like, wow, I'm so glad I put a smile on her face.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's beautiful. I think peace starts with a smile. It's contagious.
Yeah. It is, definitely. You don't know what someone's going through. So if they've got a face like a slap back side, they might be going through the worst thing in their life. So there's no harm in just smiling at that person, even if you don't get a smile back. A smile's worth a million.
Absolutely. Good. Last question for you is, if you're not yourself, would you like to be yourself, and why?
Yes.
Tell me why.
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. I'd like to be a thinner version of me and a richer version of me, but I wouldn't change me. Definitely skinnier. I'd have a tooth. I'd have all my teeth, especially that one. And I'd be rich.
Wow. Oh, that's sweet. Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Yeah.
One word for family.
Love.
Money.
Need.
Fear.
Pardon?
Fear.
Scared.
Life.
Hard.
Love.
The world.
Religion.
Everyone's got it.
Okay. Sex.
I need.
Oh dear. Politics.
Hate.
Friendship.
Must.
Desire.
Need.
Regret.
Lots.
Success.
Need.
Wish.
The world a better place.
Beautiful. Happiness.
Everyone needs happiness.
One word for Doncaster.
Brutal.
One word for England.
All right.
Love it. And the last one now, if you could define all your TikTok videos in one word, what that would be?
Selfless.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your lovely son for a coffee, and I'm going to ask him, define your mom, Sarah, in one positive word and one negative word only. What he would say?
He'd say she's mad.
And the negative or positive? Mad.
But she's great.
And what the positive?
See, it's hard finding a positive about myself. It just say she's lovely.
There we go. Right, let's play now, Sarah, in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, you can ask me a question now, Sarah.
Why did you move from Brazil?
Good question. Wow. So growing up back in Brazil, I started studying English and I love the language. I remember when I was 12 years old, I was going to school and I loved, learning English. And when I was a teenager, I had a dream to live in a country where I could speak English every single day. Guess what? I live a dream because I live in a country where I can speak English right now, every day. And so the main reason was about improving my language, my English. And also, I always had a dream as well to help my family back in Brazil. So when I was 19, I had the opportunity to move to Europe. So I was living in Portugal. And I stayed in Portugal for 5 years, and I moved to England in 2007. So it's been, almost 20 years that I've been here in London. And as I was telling you in the beginning of the interview, that I meant to be here. I love England. I love London. I think it's funny how life takes you in a direction that you're not expecting, and suddenly you find your place. So yeah, the two main reasons was for me to improve my English, because I always loved the language, and also to be able to help my family back in Brazil. So yeah, that's my answer to you.
That's lovely.
Did you enjoy the interview?
I did, yeah. Sorry, there's a little fly and I don't want to kill it. It's a green fly. I love fly, honestly. I love flies, anything.
Oh, and I'm glad the fly came along just during the interview. It's a good sign.
Thank you.
Before you go, Sarah, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Please don't do anything stupid. Please contact someone.
Amazing. Very good. Thank you so much. Enjoy your Sunday and you keep in touch, okay? Take care.
Thanks, William. You too.
Take care.
Bye. Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.